Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're really digging into one specific skill, a trait that maybe more than others marks out the truly great project managers. We're looking at the competency edge, attention to detail in project management, and we're drawing some great insights from the book Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabon. Okay, we all know planning is key through leadership communication, absolutely vital, but what's that extra ingredient, you think, that one thing that really takes a PM from good to, well, exceptional?
Yeah, it's a good question. Because we spend so much time on the big picture, right? The grand plans, the complex methods. But maybe the real differentiator isn't something flashy. Maybe it's something we almost take for granted, like just being careful. I think it's attention to detail. Seriously. Project success, it turns out, isn't just about vision. It's really anchored in managing the small stuff meticulously. Think about it. That's what stops tiny slip-ups from snowballing into massive problems. It's about catching that one wrong number in a budget, before it quietly blows costs out of proportion. Or spotting a dependency that's missing in the plan before it delays everything. It's really about vigilance, accuracy, making sure everything's complete all the way through.
That really resonates. I mean, I can definitely think of times where a tiny oversight seemed tiny at first, caused huge headaches later, weeks of delay, costs going up. But then why do you think we often hear about other things like knowing specific software tools or just being generally thorough? Are those not as critical? Sometimes focusing too much on detail sounds like, well, like getting stuck, doesn't it? Analysis paralysis. How does that fit with needing to be agile and strategic?
That's a really sharp point, and it gets to a common confusion. Specialist tools. Look, they're helpful, no doubt, super useful. But there's support. Often someone else on the team can handle the tool, or you can learn it. It's not sort of fundamental to the manager's own competence. And thoroughness, yeah, it's important, but it's broader, less sharp. Attention to detail has this specific, almost diagnostic quality. It's precise. And it's not about micromanaging. That's key. It's not about getting lost in every single tiny task. It's more like a foundational awareness. Knowing which details are the critical ones, tracking those relentlessly, making sure you're compliant, for example, like checking every single spec against the regulations so there's zero room for error, especially in tricky industries. It's about stopping mistakes before they happen.
Okay. So it's less about just ticking boxes and more like a fundamental mindset.
Right.
A way of operating that supports everything else. That definitely elevates it beyond just, being careful.
Exactly right. It's a core competency because so much hinges on getting those specifics right, keeping a close eye on the budget, the schedule, the risks, the deliverables, doing it consistently with care. That's what keeps quality high, ensures you meet all the requirements, and crucially, it prevents those silly, avoidable errors that can just kill a project, even a well-planned one. It's like a preventative superpower, really. I heard a PM joke once, something like, my job isn't big ideas, it's making sure we don't order 10,000 wrong widgets.
That sums it up pretty well.
It does. It makes attention to detail absolutely vital for real leadership in projects. It ensures that foundation is solid.
Okay, that's a fantastic insight. So if you take one thing away from our deep dive today, maybe it's this. Yes, strategy, communication, people skills are all crucial. We know that. But a truly top-tier project manager also needs that sharp ability to see, track, and fix the small thing, the details that can have surprisingly big impact. Definitely something to think about. How could you maybe apply a bit more of that focus to your own projects, even stuff outside of work?
Absolutely. Mastering those small details, it really can change the whole outcome of pretty much anything you undertake. You'll start seeing it everywhere once you look for it.
A great thought to end on. And if you want to explore this idea and many others in project management further, we really do recommend checking out Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabon.